Hey, what's up, fam? Honestly, I feel like I can get through this one pretty short. Some of my reviews have been getting way too long lately, but with Hell Warden Higuma, Chapter 3, and definitely a pretty interesting series so far. Doesn't, not too stand out, but definitely one that I think will have, keep, as long as it keeps up this interesting beginning, then I think it'll be fine. It doesn't need something like a Chainsaw Man start. It's got more of that comfortable, consistent feel to it, which, I'm hoping lasts, like I said. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll end up better than Chainsaw Man. I think that the three new ones that I've noticed, Chainsaw Man, Hell Warden Haguma, and Annihilation. I checked out Annihilation, I wasn't a big fan of, but Hell Warden Haguma seems pretty cool, and then Chainsaw Man, it's the hype. But anyway, getting to this one, this chapter was, it kind of started out pretty interesting. Just a large array of elderly people are gathering in a park with some large bird creature who like absorbs life force from them, and then it kind of immediately pans over to Ayaha, who's going to give going to give Haguma some food. I don't know, some Japanese food. Who's like smoke torturing some guy who's just kind of like trying to talk to him, make jokes, and they actually have a little kid there that they're trying to get information out of. They explain how normal people can't just see spirits like all these special guys with powers can, but little kids can up into a point, so they usually have to try and figure out how to talk to them and get the information out of them. And you get that little flashback with the elder people at the park again. This big winged bird-like demon eating their life force in swarms. And actually, I figured out part of what was going on. Well, I guess the second part, really, just because it made sense to me. I was thinking like it kind of maybe like hypnotizes large crews of people, and then they come over and then they give chunks of force to them at once, and then they leave. But I didn't see how it was gonna be able to kind of like keep going back unless he like continuously did it. But the idea that those Sudama, the really weak ones, are maybe like in control and they work for one of them, and kind of like uh, a large packed hive mind kind of way it's working. But well, I guess it's not technically a hive mind. What is it? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with pack because it makes more sense with the Birdman being the alpha. But anyway, I got that part right, and Haguma now is getting ready to go after it. He just kind of explains what life force is. There's a lot of basic stuff here. It's just kind of like, okay, here's power stuff. Here's how we get some of the information. Here's, this guy who's an informant. I'm trying to look back because I actually forgot what his name was. Uh, Kolbada, that's his name. And I don't know, he seems pretty all right so far. Nothing stand out from that guy. Just seems kind of friendly. And it just looks like the next chapter is going to start out with Haguma fighting uh, this escaped spirit from hell. And like I said, it's got a pretty nice start. It's not too thick, but it's consistent so far. I mean, I can't really say too much of that with only 3 chapters, but when the first 3 chapters all feel kind of really nicely strung together, it's a good feeling. I liked, I think that's one thing that it has right now on Chainsaw Man, and again, it's really weird comparing, what you get out of something that's on chapter 5 and something that's on chapter 3. But kind of Chainsaw Man went from the start like him just like being a dude working for this mob, getting his chainsaw powers, and then now he's in this group. Whereas Higuma's like he's already kind of in it. You're learning the smaller fine details about how their powers kind of work, what exactly is the reason why he's doing this, the ranking way of how the demons are, or is it spirit or demon? I had to double check. But also like this guy who's like, yeah, you gotta be careful with Kiguma what he says because most of the time he's very carefree and relaxed, but when it comes to work, he's pretty serious. And just a quick jump to getting these 3 different kind of little fights already, while at the same time getting that, is it exposition? Am I using that right? Like I said, I double check. I forget things too easy when it comes to when I'm recording. When I'm not recording, I remember things super sharp, and I have like, all right, this is what I'm gonna say, and then right when I get into recording shit, I immediately just forget, and then I have to improvise all the time. But anyway, that's mostly it for this chapter. You just got a lot of nice explanation. You got a new character and a new boss, so that's gonna be pretty cool. more excited to when we get into what'll be the first kind of mini arc with this versus just kind of introduction. Same thing when I'm thinking with Chainsaw Man, because the first mini arc is what makes the series kind of take off, in my opinion, at least from a early reader standpoint. Because you can check out the early ones and be pretty fine, but it's that first arc that I think leaves a really heavy impression. But anyway, if you're reading this, check. Oh my god, like I said, I planned to say something and I just completely fumble over. I was trying to think of my outro, and I failed in that process on the way out. But anyway, if you have read this or are interested, drop a comment below on what you think about this. Are you liking this so far? What is your take on this series? And how you think about this compared to Chainsaw Man, as so the new shonen since they've new shonen jump since they started their subscription service. And how exactly, new subscription service, how exactly are you feeling about this? Do you feel the same way I do about Warden Higuma? I don't know. But if you like this review, you like this video, like this manga especially, hit the thumbs up button, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and check out my other videos. But otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.